What's going on, people? It's Mrs. FND and
Mr. FND,
and today we're doing a Q&A, a long-awaited Q&A. First question is, Salam, hope you're well. I was in Dubai last week thinking of finding a job out there. Any advice would be appreciated. So any advice for people finding a job in the UAE or Dubai?
my advice is be ready for a lot of knockbacks, a lot of failure, a lot of negativity, because there's a lot of people here competing for certain positions, and that's why I don't work for nobody else, because I don't do that. I did it a long time ago and I'm only 25, but I've been through all the stages of trying to work for somebody else and trying to get a job and all that kind of stuff. That's why I made my own job out here, so that's why I'm different than everybody else, kind of thing, so I can't really give you advice on that. But from my experiences with other people and stuff, it's really difficult. Same with Holly. It's really difficult. Holly's been trying to get out of Etihad for a while now, trying to find different jobs. She can't find nothing unless you've got like an amazing experience with different companies, an amazing degree, and you just shine throughout your interview. You're going to struggle to find a job here unless it's like working a basic job. If you want a really good job, I'm saying. Anyway, Holly can tell you more because she's had more experience with it than me. I don't really know much about it other than Holly and a few other people I know. I just know it's difficult to get a job out here, especially if you're not already living here. If you're from a different country, it's very difficult unless they're recruiting out of the country. If they're recruiting in your area for a job in Dubai, then you've got a big chance. Like Holly got a chance that way. Anyway, I'll give it to Holly to take it over.
So one of the major things is, in the UK, if you're looking for a job, I think everybody, the first thing that they do is they go onto a recruitment agency online and uploads a CV and starts applying that way. Done. And then you'll get a phone call. Out here it doesn't work like that. They do have those agencies, but you will hear absolutely nothing back from any of them, no matter how good your CV is or anything. You literally have to go to the places and speak to the people, and yeah, you've got to be good at talking the talk.
Big time. And
going down and meeting the people, giving them CVs in their hand and things like that.
Don't expect to, I think they can hear from there anyway, but don't expect to get the job straight away, you know what I mean? As I always say in my videos, and a lot of people are motivated by it, you just got to keep going. You're going to get a lot of failure, a lot of knockbacks, a lot of people say no, go away. Some of them will even be as rude as to say you're what you're not good at, to make you feel even worse. Just take it on the chin, have tough skin, and just get through it. And obviously, good luck to all you out there trying to get a job out here. If me and Holly can help you in any way, you know, we'll help you. If you need a reference, give us a shout. If anything else we can help you with, showing you around. If you get a job and you need showing around, give us a shout.
Hey bro, hope you're good. Wanted to know if UK graduates are highly looked at in the UAE. I will be graduating in July.
That kind of follows on from the last question, so I'll be quick with this one. Yeah, you have to be a graduate, I think. If you come out here without even people who work at McDonald's have a degree, don't they?
I don't know.
You told me that.
Oh, out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you'll be surprised, like, even McDonald's workers who are Indian, Filipino, whatever, nothing against their nationality, but, like, they're known for working for less money than somebody from America or the UK or whatever. Even they've got degrees, so you're up with big competition. For me, I never went to university, and out here, that's kind of looked down upon. You're like, ugh, what? So, yeah.
So, you're already a step ahead with the degree. So well done, congrats on graduating and everything, but you know, you've got another tough slog trying to get a job out here. But just hit all the recruitment agencies, Google, pick up the telephone, Skype, as much as you can, get your face, get your voice, because they get so many emails, so many CVs through. Try and be persistent with it, just email and bombard them with emails, because not only are they get so many emails, but they're really slow at you with replying to emails, and they're really slow with everything, like they'll just brush it off. If you're persistent and you're annoying, you get somewhere. Like I've been.
Paris is very annoying.
I'm very annoying. Not so much anymore, but have been in the past. You have to be really annoying. And people have said to me before, like when I've gone to meet like big sheikhs about business and stuff like that, and they said, "Man, you're persistent. You know, you're very persistent. I like that." Where you think at first I thought it was annoying. Like I met this billionaire. You know, I told you the story. I met this billionaire, went to his office and everything. I'm thinking, shit, man, he's gonna think I'm an idiot because I've been emailing him so much and calling his office and everything, speaking to his PR and everything. He goes, "You're so persistent, man. I like that. That's good. That's a good. That's a good strategy, you know." So be persistent and really just email them and bombard them and just show them why you should be good for the job, or why they should pay attention to you out of the whole other bunch that are going for the same job or who are also emailing them. So yeah, and good luck, bro.
When you come into the UK, have you thought of any baby names yet? If it's a boy, name it after me. And that's Talil.
We're going to announce it soon. I wish I could. Should we announce it now?
No.
No? We'll keep you waiting, eh? So we've got a name already picked out, everything ready to rock and roll. I love it. Holly, do you love it?
I love it.
She loves it, and what it means as well, it's got a meaning behind it, which I love. You guys love it too, I'm sure. So we'll announce that soon. We'll come back to the UK as soon as the baby's born. We're going to apply for his passport. When we get his passport sent through, it takes about a week, 2 weeks. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Hopefully.
Then we'll be coming for about. And the brilliant thing is, it's going to be born just before Ramadan. So when it's born, we'll get the passport, and hopefully, all things going well, inshallah, everything goes well, we can come on for the full month of Ramadan, and even maybe longer than that. Maybe minimum 1 month for Ramadan, and maybe even more, because as you guys know, my veteran supporters know, for like 3 months, the month of Ramadan, and then 2 months after Ramadan, I've got nothing going on, and Holly's going to quit her job anyway, so we'll be just chilling. We'll put Boss in a really nice doggy hotel, and then we'll come back. We'll be there for like a month minimum, 2 months maximum. So yeah, stay tuned for that in June, July time.
What uni tips do you have for students currently studying, and also things that you did that got you where you are today?
Uni tips?
Yeah.
I hated uni, to be honest with you. I hated it because I went to a film school in my hometown Leeds, and like it was all just theory. Whereas what I wanted to do, I wanted to get out there and get experience filming and editing and all that kind of stuff. And I just wanted to, hands-on experience is what kind of in my business, in my line of work, gets you further. So I hated being in classrooms learning and stuff, and which wasn't really important to me. And watching movies. Where's Bossy?
He's in the other garden, somebody else's garden.
Boss! He's in the other dog's garden. Boss!
Boss, get down!
Boss!
Boss, down! Tell him down, he gets down.
Boss, get down! He ain't gonna do it anyway. So yeah, I didn't like uni, so I can't really give you any advice on that. Just try and push through and as much as you can, and don't.
Boss, down! He's going to be in the living room in a minute. He's inviting himself in for a coffee.
Boss! Shit, man. Should put him inside.
He's alright, he's down.
Anyway, so I can't give you any uni tips, but tips, I don't know how I've got where I am today. Just again, back to the other question, persistence, never giving up. No matter, I've had so many knockbacks, so much negativity, and so much kind of failure, and I'm still pushing through. Even now, like today, I could have something negative. I'm still going to push through. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here in my mansion with £1 million in my bank. You know what I mean? I'm not there yet, so I'm still pushing through. Like I'm still, in the same position as I was. So yeah, just keep the main thing is just never give up and keep chasing your dreams and everything. You know what I mean? That's just, you got to just do it, and it's like a saying or something I saw. It's in that movie we like. A photo album shows all the happy times. What's the saying now? It's really good to saying. You never see the in between from one happy picture in a photo album to the next. Yeah, that's something like that. It's a good saying anyway. So in the photo album, you got all these pictures of happy times and family and friends and good times. You never see the pictures between picture to picture, what goes on, how difficult life is, all kind of stuff. So yeah, so just
unless you do daily vlogs.
Yeah. Anyway,
then you see them in between.
Next question.
Next one's a bit of a touchy subject. When did you end up gaining so much weight?
It's like an interview with me, man. You talk about it first.
So, people that don't know, Harris has been big all his life, basically.
Since birth, baby.
Yeah. He was a £10 something baby, so good luck to me. So yeah, he's naturally like a bigger person, and he lost a lot of weight, 8 stone about
2 years ago,
and that was like 2-3 years ago. Kept off for a while. Boss is in another neighbour's garden now.
He's alright, everybody's sleeping, it's like 2 in the morning or something.
Kept it off for a while. Then when we moved out here, I was always flying and away all the time, and Harris had nobody. He was just on his own out here.
Me and Boss. He's alright. He's just snooping about, Boss. You can't see him. He's just like He's jumping on the wall now. He's like a little cat.
He's got his hands jumped up on the wall, looking around like a little meerkat, like, what's going on, bird? Anyway, so yeah, he kept the weight off for like a while, a year or something. Then I was always flying. He was in a new country on his own, not really having any work at this time. And he's never had to look after himself. His mum's always been able to do everything for him. And his dad.
Shout out mumsy and dadsy, yeah?
So, it was the first time he had to look after himself. First time he had nobody or anything around him except Boss. And he had a hard time with Boss at first. Because it was the first time he'd ever owned a dog. And Rottweiler's not an easy dog to deal with.
No.
And puppies are hard work anyway. So yeah. And he used to end up like going out to comfort eating, going out to KFC because I worked there to cook and he couldn't be bothered doing it, and he was just in a depressed mood, not having any work, no friends, nobody,
on the grind,
newly married and not having your wife around at all. So yeah, that's how
I ate KFC every night of the week, seven days a week.
I can't talk because then I joined him in that.
I was the reason why Holly got involved, because obviously whenever she wasn't flying, she was knackered and she was like not willing to cook.
Or I'd get home from a flight and it was a treat to...
A little treat to pick her up
with
with
a nice... We'd not seen each other for about a week, so we're like, oh, let's have a nice movie night.
Nice movie night with munchies. Goodies, like not only KFC, like Pizza Hut, McDonald's.
Anything. And
it's all halal out here as well, so we never had... Holly obviously was, before she returned, converted to Islam, she was eating what she wanted, but she wasn't fat or anything. Whereas like when I came out here, I was all over the chicken and the beef and everything.
The first time he could have any of that stuff. He was like, oh, like today, TGI Fridays. I've never had TGI Fridays unless it's been fish or whatever.
Yeah, I remember.
So we'd go to all of them, and every day there'd be something new that you'd see. And be like, oh, I've never had a McDonald's Big Mac. I've never had a KFC bucket. All that stuff. And
I got addicted to it big time, proper addicted to it. And I didn't put that much weight on at first. I put a bit on here and there. The reason why I put so much weight on was because the first Ramadan I was out here, I had no work for a full month of Ramadan, and then I fasted.
More than a month even. There's like a carry-on effect after Ramadan where things haven't built back up.
Yeah. So what happened then was I was fasting all day, 30 days, but every night I would go out and get a big munch. You guys remember Triple F's? That's when they were born, bro. Remember Triple F's?
Will it still be recording, by the way?
Yeah, it's recording. Yeah,
okay, good.
Got to keep an eye on it. So yeah, that's how I gained weight, and then I'm still trying to get off now. I've got off the KFC, comfort eating and all that kind of stuff. I've got off that now. Holly cooks a lot more now, but we still have little lapses where we go out and get some food, or we get takeaway now and again. But I think we've really done well to get off it now.
We have.
But we're
not really. Well, I'm not obviously, but Harris is not really losing any weight because it's all about routine. And weight loss only comes if you're eating healthy for a long period of time. You can't eat healthy one day and then the next day have not a great day and then the next day healthy again and expect to lose weight. You've got to be consistent. So that's the problem right now, just being consistent.
And getting the training too. Like when I first lost weight, it was a mixture of eating healthy with a routine of every day at the same time, same kind of food, same portions, small portions, and I used to go for a 20-minute jog every night. That's all I used to do really, or swim. So I need to get back into that now, and I've got the blueprint, as they say. So I just got to get back on the blueprint, get back in the routine, and we'll do it anyway. Next question.
When will you vlog a soccer match from the UAE?
Sorry, bro. Don't like soccer. So that's a pretty quick answer to that question. I don't like soccer, but I am filming I'm filming all other big events, including fighting championships. I already filmed one recently, which you might have seen or not on the main channel, and there's another one coming up soon. Which is actually Pakistan versus India, the first Pakistan versus India fight championship out here in the UAE. So I'm filming that as well, covering that behind the scenes vlogs and main stuff. And I cover other stuff like clubs, hotels, and also Drake's coming soon, and I've been asked to cover behind the scenes of that, and I kind of like go around with him and stuff with other people. So stay tuned for that. Some big things coming. But sorry, bro, I don't like football, and there's not much football going on around here. So.
Yo, Harris, what camera do you use for your vlogs?
Currently, we're using a Canon Legria Mini, which is an amazing vlog camera. I suggest you all go out and get it if you want to start vlogging. It's a brilliant camera. Most YouTubers use a PowerShot S120, I think it's called, but that's died out now. There's a brand new one out, which we're going to get soon. When the baby comes, we're going to get that as like a baby arriving present. It's called the Canon PowerShot G7X. That's the big daddy who just come out like literally this week or last week. and all the big YouTubers are just moving over to it now, and it's wicked. It's got like a flip screen so you can see yourself, and it's
like our Allegria Mini.
Like Allegria Mini, but it's like a full HD, like this camera we're shooting right now. This is my main camera. It's like a proper sick camera with loads of features, and it's full HD and it's wicked. So we're gonna get that.
It's not that expensive, really, is it?
It's not expensive. It's like, what is it, like in pounds?
About the same as a GoPro or something.
So it's about £500. Then you got to buy. Then we're going to buy a big memory card with it, and a couple of batteries. So it comes to about £600-700 altogether, which isn't bad for a good quality vlog camera. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we use, and that's what we're going to move on to a G7X, and we'll keep the Allegria Mini for like other shots and stuff like that. You know, other second camera. When
did you decide to move to the UAE, and why? How did your family take it, and was it exciting to move out with Holly at the start?
I came out here a couple of times when I was younger with my family, with my mum, my dad, my two sisters, and we loved it, like as a holiday destination. Then I came out, well, I was in the UK for a long time, and the UAE when I first came out here was like a buzz, like I got this crazy butterfly feeling about it. You know what I mean? I just thought this is an amazing place. I'd love to live here. I saw the flash cars and the you know, the Arabs and the money and the lifestyle and the sun and the sea and all the things to do and the malls and all that kind of stuff, which I'm just like not used to it in the UK, that kind of stuff. So I just thought I'd love to live here. And then I looked into the media, because I was in media in the UK. I wondered who does it in the UAE. So anybody remembers, I did a series of videos called A Durham and a Dream with two of my best friends. Came out here with them for a week and met loads and loads of big clients, and they all said, yeah, there's nobody out here doing it at the moment. There's a big gap in the market for it. Nobody's doing it. You need to come down and do it. So I spoke to a lot of people who said it to me, so I thought, let me do it. But the problem was, you know, coming out here without any support. Like, nobody was going to offer me like a job. Nobody's going to offer me a contract straight away. Nobody's going to offer me, you know, accommodation and a certain wage packet. Nothing. I had to come out here and literally have nothing and build from the ground up. And that's why I started comfy eating and really struggling. But now I've got here, you know what I mean? So I have to a lot of hard work. But when I first came out here, it was half exciting and half really scary. My parents have always been supportive of me to whatever I want to do. They've always supported me. They just want to make sure I'm happy. And you know, I've never really gone down the path that they kind of wanted. Obviously, my dad wanted me to be a doctor or, you know, an accountant or someone that's going to make loads of money, like, you know, normal Asian parents do. My mum's been supportive of me with whatever I wanted to do from young. So anyway, and when I let Holly onto the part of coming out together. We didn't come out together, if you don't know, so she'll tell you that.
Well, we got married on
the
12th of October 2012, and then 4 days only after we got married, Harris flew out because there was some 50 Cent thing happening.
50 Cent and F1 was happening straight after the wedding.
So he wanted to film.
I had to come out for that.
I was flown out by Etihad on a set date because I was recruited from the UK, and they pay for your flights and put you in their accommodation and things like that. So I was flown out on a set date, so I couldn't choose to come out any earlier.
And we didn't live together at first.
So I was flown out into my Etihad accommodation. Harris was sharing a villa with some people. So we were living separately, and not only was we living separately, we lived around half an hour away from each other. We had no car, only taxis. Harris wasn't getting any money because he wasn't working, and I was on a salary.
I was spending money actually.
Like £300, which is just what I'd get during my training.
Nothing, man. And
just to basically survive on food and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I was making zero money. I was living off the money I had from the UK brought over with me. So I was spending money every day getting taxis to meet clients all over the UAE.
And me.
And to see her. And her money kind of like helped her to get around as well. And we kind of used her wage, which was like £300, just to go out and have some meals, go to cinema together. And
we did a lot though, really.
We did a lot, yeah. But at the end of the night, imagine when you're married and your wife and your husband and wife. And newly married, and at the end of the night you got to say bye to her, and she got to go in her accommodation, which I wasn't allowed to go into. And
he was allowed in, but he had to give ID at the door.
I couldn't sleep over.
And then it had a curfew of 1 a.m. So as soon as it got like to 1 o'clock, I was like, right, you gotta go.
And that was weird doing that.
It was like we was in school, like school children, or he was sneaking over to my house, like with my parents or something.
Climbing through a window or something.
Right, you better leave before they wake up.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So yeah. Anyway, do you speak or understand Urdu or Punjabi? Can you and Holly do a vlog with common Arabic words for people who visit the UAE?
I met some local Arabs today, vlogging in Dubai Mall, so I'm going to contact them and we'll do an Arab speaking video. They also want to show me how to wear the Arab head gear. I wore it before, but I didn't know how to do it properly, and not many people who are expats know how to do it properly. Some people try and do it, and they do it wrong. The real way to do it will be to sit with the proper Arab, and they'll show you how to do it. And and yes, I met some guys today, so I'm going to go do a vlog with them, so that'll be good for you guys to see Arabic
Not
words.
just an Arab, an Emirati, because it's an Emirati national dress, so a Lebanese guy or an Egyptian guy or whatever, they may not know either how to do it.
Yeah, like I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where like, this is how you tie it. It's not. There's like 16 different ways to tie it. Omani way, you know, Somali way, Egyptian way. I'm going to show you the Emirati way, how proper Arabs wear it, and I'm going to go first hand show you with the Emirati guy I met today, and also we'll do like a Arabic word thing with you as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that soon.
And do you speak or understand Urdu or Punjabi?
When people are talking to me, like my dad, my grandmother, my aunties and uncles and stuff, I understand bits and bobs. When they're having conversations, always like what they're saying, and I can tell a kind of a basic breakdown of what they're
You
saying.
can usually say like, oh, they're just talking about what they got from the supermarket last week or whatever.
Yeah, basics. But I don't know how to speak it, and I don't know how to really have a conversation or understand a conversation. There's no certain words that I picked up along a couple of years of hearing it loads, you know what I mean? Next question.
Who's your favourite cousin? And this is from your cousin.
Who's Umar?
Yeah.
Big shout out to Umar, Kashif. My uncle passed away recently. Their dad passed away recently, so rest in peace, my uncle Said. My dad's brother. So older brother, yeah.
Now your dad's the oldest.
Yeah, now my dad's the one he had to go to Pakistan recently just to look after, you know, my grandmother and everybody, go see them all and stuff like that. And they went just because my uncle died. He kind of went. There was a wedding going on, and he wanted to go because my uncle couldn't go. He wanted to go and be the brother who can go and stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, that's my cousin there. Big shout out to Umar, Kashif, Danish, Reza. Those are my 4 cousins on my.
But the question is, who's your favourite cousin?
The one I grew up with and was closest to was probably Umar.
How did you get into vlogging? Was it a hobby or something you wanted to do?
Let's put my friggin' eye with this friggin' sheet.
You dumb.
So what? How did you get into vlogging?
Stop wagging your tail in
It's
the
too
camera.
cool, man.
How did you get into vlogging? Was it a hobby or something you've wanted to do?
Do you want to answer this?
Can I answer this actually?
Go on, grab this.
So Harris started watching Shaytads.
No. What is it? How is it that?
I know.
Man behind the camera, you know what was first?
No, let me say. You won't even remember this.
Shaytads.
So Harris started watching Shaytads, and I think made BF versus GF, but definitely Shaytads. And I'd seen him watching some stuff, and I was like, "What the hell's that?" Anyway, so I knew a little bit about it then. And then one day he said to me, like, "Do you think I should do some vlogs of like behind the scene of me filming and stuff?" I was like, "No, stood up."
Always the case with Ollie. No.
And then he just went out and bought like a crappy little vlog camera and decided to do it. Like when he did his next event, he just took the camera along with him and did like behind the scenes of that. So there are a couple of man behind the cam started in the UK, only very few.
That was before I even came to the UAE, wasn't it?
Yeah. Then it continued when we got to the UAE. He was doing man behind the cam, and he started doing this water fast. And he said he'd do one video. Oh no, he was doing one video every week in the UAE, a vlog of just what was going on.
Once a week, yeah.
Then he decided to do this water fast for
30 days.
It was supposed to be 30 days. And every day of the water fast he decided he'd vlog, and he managed like just over a week and vlogged every day, and it just then spiraled from that, doing those fasting vlogs.
With the fasting vlogs, I thought I'd make a new channel for it, and I'd call it My Abu Dhabi Life, and that's how it was born. Really simple things, humble beginnings. I used to say, you know what I mean? You could say, so just.
If you look at the first video on My Abu Dhabi Live, first ever vlog, that's not actually the first ever vlog. The first ever vlog will be on FND TV.
When I leave the UK.
Man Behind the Cam, like #1 or something like that.
Leaving the UK, or something it's called. That's what I say.
It was before that.
Was it?
Yeah, you've done some. Boss!
What's he doing? Digging.
Look at him. He's fully dug himself
Boss,
in.
come here.
He was sat in it.
Fucking hell, man. Just kind of vlogging. He's just an asshole.
When did you decide to move to Dubai, and was it something you wanted to do?
We've already answered that anyway, pretty much.
Yeah.
We've answered it.
Well,
Sorry,
Harris
bro.
always wanted to move to Dubai.
I just got the buzz. The first time I came here, I realised I've got to be here one day. I've got to be here one day. Just something struck me. You know what I mean? It's fate. I don't know. I came in Hollywood with my family, and I was young, and I was like, I've got to be here, live here one day. Like, whatever. Shut up.
Then I agreed to go with them only if I got a job before I went out there, because I didn't want to just come here and have nothing.
Like me.
So I found a job. My date was set in stone, so he was like, okay, let's move on that date then. Obviously Harris had to come a bit earlier because of other filming reasons.
And I wanted to get married because I didn't know when we could get married after. I didn't know what the struggle was going to be like. So I wanted to get married in the UK with all family and friends as a wedding, and also kind of as a farewell thing to everybody to be there at the same time, and that's what happened in it.
Like, imagine if we decided to get married now. We wouldn't be able to plan a wedding in the UK really. We'd have to get people to do it for us. And we won't really be able to plan one out here because not everybody can afford to come out here.
It was the best decision I think we ever made as a couple.
I know.
Because if we didn't do that, it would have been a big, massive shambles right now. But we're still, because we had to leave so early, we didn't get to do our Walima, which is the final day of an Asian wedding. So what we're doing, in the back of our minds, we're saving that for as long as we can until we're balling big time. And then what we're going to do is, hopefully, inshallah, fingers crossed, the plan is to fly all our family and all our close friends out to the UAE, or you know, just sort them out at least accommodation or something. You know what I mean? Something special, and do a big boy wedding in Dubai, and then everybody will come, and all supporters can be invited and stuff. And they can fly out if they want to fly out and stuff like that. And that's the plan anyway. But that might be in a couple more years. I don't know yet. But that's the plan. So we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned.
Have you tried the Arabic kawa, and would you agree that carrot tea is amazing? Spelled K-A-W-A. Maybe it's kawa, I don't know.
Never heard of that before. I'm sorry, bro. Kawa.
I think it's kava.
Never heard of it, but I've heard of karak, chai karak. It's tea. It's basically just pan tea.
Maybe it's like baklava that I'm talking about. That baklava.
If you're about like a
no, I don't think it is.
Arabic, if you're about Arabic sweet, then we'll try it before. It's called baklava. I don't know what kawa is. Sorry, man. I don't know. But chai karak, I love it. But it's really bad for you. It's got a lot of thick, creamy milk and sugar in it, and it's sometimes I put saffron in it too. It tastes really nice. And
saffron's good for you though.
Yeah, but put saffron in a bucket of ice cream. It's not going to be good for you, is it? So.
Would you ever move back to the UK, bro?
I'm thinking about moving back to the UK every single day because I mean, since I moved out here, I've been thinking about it because a lot of struggles just back in my mind make me think that I should move back to the UK. But you know, I know that if I move back, I'm gonna every day for the rest of my life I'm gonna regret it. And if I ever hear the word Dubai or ever hear anything about the UAE or Arabs or anything like that, I'm gonna feel pretty.
It's gonna sting.
It's gonna sting pretty bad because Dubai is on the up, the UAE is on the up big time, and people are just coming out here right left and centre. People, not only just like Asians who used to be predominantly the ones who come out here, bro, let's go Dubai in it. Now it's like English people, Australians, everybody's coming out here like this. Everybody's coming out here. Honestly, every company that you can imagine has got a location here as well, or in the malls or on the streets, whatever. Like it's on the up, and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So for me to have been through what I've been through already, to then just one day say I'm done, give up and go back, it'd be a bit of a dumb move. Even though I really would love to go back. Family is the most important thing in the world, and they're all there. Same with Holly. All the family is there, and we're having a kid soon. It's not going to be able to see its family as much as it should. And there's so many different reasons why I should go back and why I want to go back. But the bottom line is, I've come here. I've made a decision to come here, and now to kind of like go back now.
We've been here a while, but
yeah.
2 years is nothing really.
People have been here for 8, 10, 15, 20 years, and I'm already on a level that they are.
I guess, to give it a bit more of a go before you just give it in, since you've sacrificed so much already.
Yeah, sacrificed a lot.
Just give it in after only 2 years is not a clever move, I'd say.
I'd rather keep working hard and then eventually fly my family out here and move them over here and let them live in a nice big villa. You know what I mean? I'd rather do that. Or I'd rather fly them out here regularly just to come and see the kid and come and see us, or just go fly back once a month or once every 2 months. You know what I mean? That'd be more feasible and much of a better idea than moving back for good, because it just wouldn't be very clever of me to do that. Next question.
Next question is for me! Someone remembered me!
Son of a bitch.
Hey Holly, what are jobs like for UK graduates in aviation in the UAE for airlines such as Etihad? Thanks. It's funny because this guy has already asked a couple of questions, and I noticed his picture on, I think it's Twitter, is of a cockpit, and I thought, oh, I wonder if he's a pilot. To be honest, I don't know that much about it. If I'm guessing you're referring to like a pilot kind of role, going by your picture, but aviation's like a big field, so it depends what you want to do. But I'll just guess by your picture you want to be a pilot. So Etihad is actually really, really, really good for that. You can have no training, no experience, no nothing, and they train you up as a cadet from scratch.
They like it better if you haven't got any experience with other airlines, so they can teach you from the beginning.
Exactly.
If you've got any bad habits with other airlines, you know what I mean?
They have a really good cadet program, and they're also recruiting from the UK. So you'll go to London or Manchester for your interview, and then they'll fly you out, they'll put you in accommodation, and they'll completely look after you and wrap you up in cotton wool, basically, like they did with me.
So it's a good company deep down.
It is a good
but
idea.
the interview process is vigorous, bro. It was 9 hours. I was waiting outside
this is for me, just for cabin crew.
Just for cabin crew. I was sitting outside in the car waiting for her for 9 hours.
It was in a hotel, and we stayed the previous night because my interview started really early in the morning, like 8 AM or something. It was in London. So we stayed in the hotel, and then check out is like 12 o'clock or something. So Harry stayed there till like 12. I was down in my interview, and it was like X Factor where you get kicked out at different stages. So I couldn't really use my phone because I was told even on breaks or when you're not doing anything, people are watching you and watching how you interact with people and stuff.
The whole time. The
whole entire time. So I didn't even want to take my phone out of my bag or anything. So I was getting all these messages and stuff from my family like, how's it going? Let us know, please, please. We're desperate to find out. And obviously I couldn't reply to them. But to them, like, all they was thinking was no news is good news, and Harris was seeing all these girls walking out crying.
Every hour there was girls coming out crying, like 20 girls coming out crying, and there was like, what was it, 80 girls
Harris
altogether.
were like looking for me, thinking, oh god, it's gonna be Holly now.
80 girls, all whittled down to 3. One of them was Holly. Sick, bro.
No,
just killed
more
it.
than 3.
5.
I can't remember how many, but it was something like 5 or 10 people, no more than 10. No, it was from more than that. It was over 100 people, down to like
there you go,
10
then,
or less. But to be honest with you, I smashed that interview. And I never ever big myself up about anything. I smashed that interview. Smashed that interview. But yeah, Etihad and probably Emirates, I'm guessing is the same, is really, 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 really good for people that want to do cabin crew or pilots. What's your most favourite car you've had? Put it in the Q&A, please, bro.
Alright, bro. My favourite car that I ever had was probably the Pajero. I had a couple of cars in the UK which I liked, but the Pajero was my first ever big car, big boy car, and a big boy on the road, and it wasn't even that much of a good 4x4, it's like a basic 4x4, but it had a big grille on the front, and it's the first car I had when I came out here in the UAE, and it was like, I felt like king of the road, and it was powerful, it made a right noise, and most of my veteran spots would have seen it, and it was old as shit as well, but it
worked actually.
It was like,
I think it was 2013 and we came out.
No, it wasn't, it was 2009, 2008, 2009.
Was it?
Yeah. So it was really, really old, but it was nice, and it was powerful, and it made a lot of noise, and it was like, had a big grill in the front, and it was just big, and I loved it, man.
We wore it to the ground.
You've watched it around big time, I had it for 2 years.
It was alright when we got it, it was in fairly good nick.
We get back all smashed to pieces. Well, not smashed, but ragged out.
What inspired you to start YouTube? So I guess that's not even referring to vlogs, because your YouTube started with FND.
Yeah. YouTube, it depends, because starting YouTube, it's still recording, yeah. Starting YouTube.
I'd say you was just using YouTube as somewhere to put your videos so you can give it to your clients. 100%. You never used YouTube to have a channel
100%.
or anything. That's how it first started. It was just somewhere to put your videos to give it to someone.
Yeah. When I first started, Holly's perfectly right there. When I first started doing videos, it was just somewhere to put my videos for clients to see, other people to see, share, like everything. People who were at the events. When I first became a YouTuber, vlogger, was when I started doing my Abu Dhabi life. That's when I made an actual channel to do YouTube videos and to do videos where I'm in front of the camera and doing stuff. That's when I started doing it. So that was like 2 years ago, innit? Next question, please.
What changes will the baby bring into your life?
I let Holly answer. She's the mother, so.
Well, first of all, me and Harris are people that like to go to bed late, wake up late, and currently don't really have any routine.
I don't even like to be up late. I need to be up late most of the time working, but
Okay.
but I am quite a night person. Like if it's late at night, I don't mind staying up late watching a movie, having munchies, or you know what I mean. I don't mind going out late. Like I don't mind sitting here at 3 o'clock in the morning now doing a Q&A. Do you know what I mean?
I quite like to be up late. If I'm not working, I don't want to be in bed at 10 p.m. because I feel like it's a waste.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Stick me dead.
Yeah. So I think it'll be a big shock to our system of waking up at 6 a.m, going to bed early and waking up a million times in the night. I think having something to look after and care for
Other
will
than
be
a dog.
yeah. As silly as people think this might sound, only people with a dog will probably know this. Or only people with a dog that's as much as a handful as this Rottweiler here.
He's loving it out here at the minute.
And will understand that I might be eating my words in a few months' time. He is about as much hard work as a baby.
Seems like it anyway. Yeah.
Apart from the sleepless nights, he's about as much hard work. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably change my mind soon.
From now we're doing Q&As outside. His boss is loving it outside. We never sit outside for this long usually.
But normally in summer it's too hot, he can't, even on
Yeah,
night.
answers it.
What other changes would it bring?
Changes for me, I think, a lot more responsibility, and not just looking after myself or my dog, which the dog's pretty easy to look after really deep down, whereas a baby is different. You know what I mean? And I'm not being one of these stupid people who are like, oh, no, don't worry about it. I'm thinking about it a lot, and I'm ready to commit. I'm ready to make sacrifices. As long as I can bring in money by working hard and still have time for my family, then I'll be happy. You know what I mean? That's all I want really, and I want myself and my family to be happy. So as long as that's it, I'm good. But any extra, I don't know. What was the question again?
What changes will the baby bring?
Changes. Yeah, Holly's right with the sleeping and stuff, but also changes in like we can't go out when everyone anymore.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I said today.
Yeah, we'll need like a babysitter a lot if we want to go out, which we won't want to give our newborn baby to somebody for any longer than like an hour or two. Changes.
We'll take the baby out with us to the mall and out for meals and stuff.
The vlogs, for example, will be a big change. They'll still be the same vlogs, but there'll be a new character with its own personality and everything, who's like really going to be in every single vlog. You know what I mean? Not just like my mum and dad who come every now and again. People are like, yeah, your dad's wicked. You know what I mean? Nice comments from my dad and everything, but still, like, this will be someone who's in the vlogs every single day, and and you'll see growing up, and it'll change the vlogs completely, and the vlogs will be a lot more centered around
structured as well.
More structured.
We'll have a lot more structured life.
And more centered around the kid, and we'll make more choices to do with kids too. Like, we wouldn't usually go to Chuck E. Cheese, for example, or somewhere where you take a kid. We wouldn't go out early in the morning like you would when we were with a kid. Hey, chill out. So yeah, there'll be a lot of change, but we don't know exactly what yet. You'll see with us. You'll be on our journey with us, hopefully, and you'll see. And
it'll change everything. That's all we know.
There'll be a lot of changes.
We don't know what it'll change, but we know it'll change.
We're excited about them though. These final questions came in today on Instagram because a lot of people don't have Twitter or they just didn't tweet me for some reason, so I'm not going to leave them out. By the way, if I did leave your question out, I apologise. I thought I had all of them here. If I've left your question out, I'm sorry, and we'll get you next time. But there's a few questions here, all on one page. So what's the first one?
Somebody said, "Why did you move to Dubai?" That's covered.
Already covered. Sorry, people.
How did you and Holly meet? How and where did you propose? Congratulations on your baby. Much love from Toronto.
Hey, Toronto, Canada.
Oh god, this was a long story. We've been through this.
Long story. But I'll do it again quickly.
I'll do it really, really quick.
Oh, will you?
Yeah. So basically, me and Harris originally met on Bebo.
Online dating site, yeah?
Yeah. Then our relationship transformed and we took it to a whole new level. We went over to MSN.
Ooh.
Then we had each other's phone numbers.
Then I took her on a date.
Then one day after college.
Don't do the long story of it.
No, what? Then one day after college, I was shopping in Leeds City Centre with my friends, and Harris just sent me a text message. He's like, "Hi, what are you doing?" and all this. I was like, "Oh."
Well, that was a bit of a gay text, wasn't it? Hi there.
I was like, "Oh, I'm just shopping with my friends in Leeds, actually," and he was like, "Oh, I'm actually in the centre of Leeds right now. I've just finished uni or college or something."
Uni.
So yeah. So it was like, whereabouts are you? And I was in Primark, so I was like, alright, we'll meet each other outside Primark. So I was with my friends and he came. And yeah, that's the first official meeting. Then, like a year or so went by, and then Harris eventually decided to take me on a date. And then that's it. That's how really it all happened.
Yeah.
That's skipping out a lot, but that's just a...
We've spoken about it before a few times, you know what I mean? It gets a bit
Lots of
boring.
times. It's
Yeah,
a very long story.
I took her out on a date and I just knocked her off her feet, you know what I mean? And,
Whatever.
and you know, well, you're sat here right now, love. So
Actually, on my first date, I met your mum.
she did, yeah. Bumped into
And your sister.
Bumped into my embarrassing mum, who was like, "Ew, you got teeth like piano keys." She thought Holly had nice teeth. On the first date, she goes, "Hey, you got nice teeth, Mom."
Then, where did you propose? Harris proposed at the top of Burj Khalifa when we was in Dubai on holiday. Yes. The next question and final question is, I haven't got Twitter, but I've got a question. Is it true that Arabs in the UAE speak down to Asians living there, Paki, Indian, Bengali? I've heard from many people there that they treat them, I'm guessing it says like shit.
You answer that.
I wouldn't say that it's all Arabs. I would say people from this country, Emiratis, not maybe purposely, and not all of them, kind of look down at every nationality.
Other
in
than
a way.
their own, yeah.
That's maybe not how they're meant to come across.
It's how people
Maybe
perceive
that's
it.
just how some people perceive it. But again, that's by no means all of them at all. Like the ones that you've seen on the video today, I'm sure you'll agree that
Nice guys.
they don't look like they're talking down to Harris or whatever.
But a lot of them, especially the older ones, feel like it's their country, you're
Yeah.
here in our country, so act like it, kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas in the UK, where we're from, every nationality comes down there, and I mean, there are some people who act like that to them as well, but most people in the UK or even America, where loads of people go, they're kind of like equals, you know what I mean? Whereas out here, if you're an Emirati Arab, you get a lot more benefits, a lot more things for yourself, kind of like look after their own, and they've got like a circle, and they don't want you in their circle. So kind of like they're a bit like off like that sometimes, but there are a lot of Arabs who are nice and stuff. But at the end of the day, they're very, very, very for their own people, and they do sometimes talk down and look down to the other people. But then again, I've seen Arabs pull up in their nice cars and open the window to a guy who's on the street cleaning the street, a Pakistani Indian guy sweeping up the street, and give him 100 dirhams, something like that, you know what I mean? And like I've seen Filipino workers having a laugh with Arabs in KFC or in McDonald's or something, you know what I mean? I've seen that. So not all of them are bad, but you know, everywhere you go, there are certain bad people, certain good people, certain perceptions, certain realities. You just got to, you know, go with it.
And again, without sounding horrible, certain nationalities are seen to have more lower class jobs, and it's usually countries that don't have as good of an education system. Like the UK or America is thought to have the best education system, so they think that those people are more kind of high class because they get probably the better jobs, and that's not necessarily true because I'd have a good job as in pay wise, whereas maybe Pakistani, Indian and Bengalis, they might be taxi drivers or waitresses in restaurants and not getting very much money at all. You alright?
Yeah.
And they
boss
can
just dropped a
sometimes,
£10 bone on my foot, so
they sometimes can be looked down on. Some times people do treat them like shit because they think that they're just workers and they can. So that's kind of true as well.
yeah.
But yeah,
That's all the questions, yeah.
that's all the questions.
This has been a really good Q&A, people. Really enjoyed it. Holly?
Yep, it's nice to have a chat.
It is nice to have a
Nice
little chat
to sit in our
sometimes.
garden.
Yeah, we should do some more, shouldn't we?
Yeah,
It's a bit chilly, but it's nice. And boss loves it.
enjoying the little song.
So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Q&A,
He's
people.
brought all his toys into the garden. He never brings his toys in the
Because we
garden.
never sat out here.
No, but he never brings them out on his own.
Oh yeah, he's not out here for long, is he, usually?
You don't like to share them outside.
Anyway,
Lose 'em.
big love, people. Hope you enjoyed this Q&A. We loved it. You know, we like sitting with you guys sometimes, just chatting like this, and we hope that you guys get a bit more of an insight into us, where we come from, what we are about, where we're going, and just us in it. So Big love to all of my viewers all over the world, and I hope we can grow the family even more and more and more. Team FND is the best family on YouTube. I just want to grow it. I just want you all to love and enjoy the vlogs that I'm putting out, because we do put a lot of effort into them. Believe it or not, there's a lot more effort than you think goes into them. So yeah, big things happening. The baby, more big events, videos, and Holly quitting her job, so she will see more of her as well, and there'll be more of us going out and doing cool things, different things, and more collaboration with big people like Minded by My City, which I'm doing at the moment, and more newspaper articles and publications and TV stuff, and there's loads of stuff happening. So big love, people. We love you, we care about you, and you're a family online, and yeah, that's all I've got to say really. Anything? Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, and please share this Q&A with all your friends, family, and just spread the word. If you're a big
keep watching.
And keep watching, yeah. Anything else from you?
That's it. That's all I've got to say.
Alright, big love, people. Safe. Nice one.
Nice one. Oh yeah.